Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your weekly forecast for December 26th through January 1st. This is for Gemini Sun, Moon, and Rising. It's going to be a general reading, as always, for the collective. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Take what does, leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what we have coming up here for Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, and Gemini Rising. We're going to move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card coming up here is the Three of Pentacles. Now, Three of Pentacles can be a card that comes up when we're laying down foundation. We're laying down the groundwork for something that we're going to build upon. So something that's going to be really long term, something that's going to really be stable. It is a card that can come up when we may have somebody taking us under their wing, like showing us the ropes, teaching us something because they see our potential. So like in a work situation, you may get pulled in or you may get called in to help on a project or go learn more about like one of the other departments. There could be something here where your potential is being seen and you're being taught new skills. Or you might be doing this for somebody else. You may be taking on a like an apprentice or something. There can be that vibe with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles also can be like where we're coming into a new MO. We're coming into a new way of doing things. So Gemini, keep in mind that as we're coming into this reading, we're coming off of the new moon in Capricorn we just had. And the new moon in Capricorn was all about helping us really kind of tap into our dreams, our desires, the things that we're wishing for or longing for, but to approach them in a reasonable and logical way so that we're coming up with a plan on how we can make it actually happen, right? Like these aren't just dreams, these dreams can be made into realities, and this is how I'm going to do it. This is how I'm going to make it happen. So to have the Three of Pentacles come up while we're in this energy gives me a feeling, in a sense, that the Gemini collective, you're already getting busy at it, right? Like you're already putting these ideas or these processes into motion. And it's because of the new moon in Capricorn we just had. It's about really making things a reality in your life. Like, I don't want to stand around wishing anymore. I don't want to wait until the day I'm on my deathbed saying, oh, if only I had. Like, these are the things I know that I want, and I'm going to make them happen. I'm working towards them, and I'm going to approach them differently this time. I know what didn't work out last time. I know what I need to make this work. I know what foundation I need to lay down, and you're laying it down. The next card coming up here for the Gemini collective is the Knight of Cups. This could be water sign energy. So water signs are Scorpio, Pisces, and why am I drawing a blank? Cancerian energy. I'm saying Cancerian from now on because that's what I was asked to do in the Cancerian weekly forecasts. So some of you could be dealing with a water sign person. If you have water sign placements, you might be focusing on establishing happiness and joy and inspiration in those houses or in those areas of your life, having the Knight of Cups come up here with the Three of Pentacles. But some of you could be dealing with a water sign person. There's also the element of romance with Knight of Cups. And so there could be romantic feelings that are emerging, or there could be someone having romantic feelings towards you, pursuing you. You may be wanting to pursue somebody. But the Knight of Cups also comes in with the element in the sense of like seeing beauty in your life. It's the pursuit of beauty, the pursuit of inspiration, the pursuit of the things that make the heart smile. So you may be wanting to get back in touch with more creative endeavors. And you may be finding inspiration in very mundane, very simple things. where you're seeing the world in a different way. You're like, oh my goodness, I never realized how beautiful the traffic lights are on the bus ride home. I never noticed how inspirational those little green sprouts are, those little flowers are that are growing out of the cracks in the sidewalk. Or like you start to see beauty around you in very simple things. If this is happening, know that you're opening up to receive. The heart chakra is opening up in a big way. We're grounded, we're rooted, we're aware of our environment. And so we're taking these things that are in our dreams, the thoughts, ideas, and we're bringing them into the physical realm. If you're realizing that you're noticing beauty around you or inspiration around you, know and understand you're about to have a really massive period of manifesting. You're about to have a really massive period of like abundance, things coming in. So really go with that inspired energy, enjoy it. But I feel a sense of like opening up and receiving with the Knight of Cups. That's one way that I've seen the Knight of Cups come up in readings over the years, reading for people and the time that I've been doing this work. And I stand by it. I've seen it happen time and time again. So I feel there's a sense here that you might be noticing beauty. You might be feeling pulled or drawn towards beauty around you, or like calling beauty into your life. The next card that's coming up for the Gemini collective is the Ten of Wands. Now, Ten of Wands can come up in a few different ways. Ten of Wands can be completion of a project. So if there's something I just heard, not physically heard, but like the words popped up in my head, bane of my existence. So I don't know if there's something you've been working on and you're like, oh my gosh, this has been the bane of my existence. Like this project or this situation is just, it's killing me, right? So there could be a sense here that something that's been really stressing you out, something that's been really challenging, you're going to finally get it done this week. You're going to finally get it finished and wrapped up. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad to have that off my to-do list. So you might be crossing off something really big, something really major with this Ten of Wands. Some of you have heard me talk about the Ten of Wands in terms of like laying down a burden. But with the Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups coming up before the Ten of Wands, it gives me more of a sense of finishing a very difficult thing. So it doesn't feel to me like giving up on something or walking away from something. It feels to me like it's done. It's done, and now you can move on to the next thing, and you're not going to have to deal with the stressful energy anymore. I do feel some of you may be energetically releasing guilt and like giving yourself permission to want what you want, especially having the Ten of Wands coming up here with this Knight of Cups. And Knight of Cups is, as I said, the pursuit of the things that make the heart smile. And some of you might have little like twinges of guilt around that, like you're being selfish or you're being greedy, or people are going to think that you don't have your priorities in order, or like you're doing something frivolous. And so I feel there is a sense of like putting that down and being like, you know what, I don't really care. Like I want what I want, and I want to be happy, and I just cannot carry the worries or the fears I have around the concerns or opinions of other people. So in other words, I just feel like you're getting to the point where you're tired. You're tired of not having what you want. You're tired of not having what makes you happy. And you're like, I can't deal with the guilt anymore. Like I need to be fulfilled. I need to be fulfilled. I need to be satisfied. And I just don't have room to carry this guilt anymore, or to be worried about what other people are thinking about it. So I feel a sense of like laying down a burden in that way. Like what people are going to think of me, or if they're going to think I'm doing something frivolous or I'm going after something silly. I don't care. I don't care because I'm tired and I want to be happy. So I do feel that feeling in that sense. You're having the Ten of Wands coming up after the Knight of Cups. Next card here is the Four of Pentacles. Now, Four of Pentacles can come up in a few different ways. Sometimes the Four of Pentacles can be referred to as the Miser card. If you are somebody who's learning tarot, then you're familiar with keywords, and one of the keywords or key phrases associated with the Four of Pentacles is miser, right? Miser energy. A miser is not a cheapskate. A miser is not somebody who's just like really greedy and really selfish. A miser is somebody that might be very cautious with their money. They may be like pinching their pennies, so to speak, but it's with a specific intention. It's because it's going towards something. It's something that you're investing into for the future. It's something that you're investing that's going to give you positive returns down the road. And so there could be something here where some of you are tightening the purse strings, so to speak. Maybe you're budgeting. Maybe you're wanting to be less frivolous with spending. Maybe some of you are being less generous. And it could be because you're putting your energies, your efforts, your money into things for the future, security for the future, plans for the future. Four of Pentacles can also sometimes come up. I've seen before, like a financial blessing is going to be coming in. There might be something that you're working on, especially with this 10 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. That was no accident. That was a message in itself. 10 of Wands. Your 10 of Wands is going to turn into the 10 of Pentacles. Your 10 of Wands is going to give you a very, very big, abundant return. You worked hard and you're going to get every penny out of it. You're going to get every penny and then some back from like what you've put in. So it was hard labor, but the harvest is going to be well worth it. So there's this financial blessing that's going to be coming in. And Four of Pentacles is telling you when this does come in, resist the urge to be overly generous. Resist the urge to be like, everybody gets a car, or I'm doing this for this person, or I'm buying a house for my parents, I'm buying a car for my best friend, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, you may have that kind of money where you can afford to do that with this blessing that's coming in. But the Four of Pentacles is saying, look, this money is coming in to give you some time off, to give you some time to rest. And the word that's popping up in my mind is incubate, to kind of incubate the next idea, to incubate the next thing. So this money is going to come in to give you downtime for other projects, other things that you're creating, other things that you're putting out there. And so when we're creating, we typically don't get paid to create. We don't get paid until we deliver, right? And so this money and this blessing coming in is to take care of you as you're in that creative process, as you're into putting together what you're putting together, so you don't have to work as much in the sense of like working for bringing in money, because the money is there. So there could be financial blessing coming in, and Spirit is saying hold on to it. Hold on to it so that you can have your needs comfortably met and you're not stressing out as you're working on future projects and future ideas. Four of Pentacles is also like a claiming of space, like taking your space back, being protective with your space. And so this could be about the things that make you happy as well. Maybe you're pursuing something that makes you happy and you're not being totally, completely like shouting it out to the whole world, or like, sharing it with everybody because it feels like, well, now you're inviting them to come in and give you their opinion. And we know that you're over it. You don't want to hear the opinion. So there could be something that you're keeping to yourself, a project you're keeping to yourself, hobbies, interests, activities you're keeping to yourself, a relationship that you might be keeping to yourself because you're not interested in the outside interference right now. So there could be something of like protecting your space and having boundaries around your space, certain aspects of your life, and being more protective of the things that you've been working so hard for. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There's a list in the description that will take you to the playlist so you can see the other videos. You can find them more easily. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry about that. I got like a cough attack all of a sudden. It's something in my throat. So the Four of Pentacles, oh, no, we talked about that. So the playlist in the description to help you find the other videos. There's also a playlist for the 2023 forecasts for the year coming up. Be sure to check those out. And if you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week ahead, my dears. Bye. Take care.